Today we're going to talk about Adderall. Let's talk Adderall. Let's talk Adderall. Today we're going to feature my favorite wonder drug, Adderall. Adderall.
Okay, ready?
Ready, so we're rolling. Adderall affects neurotransmitters in the central nervous system by increasing serotonin and dopamine, which is why it is effective in the treatment of ADHD, which can be considered a disorder of dysfunctional dopamine release, which ultimately result in distractibility. Oh God, really? So Adderall increases focus by decreasing distractibility. Adderall also increases the release of norepinephrine, which seems to activate the nervous system. The nervous system becomes engaged in a fight or flight response, and the blood moves towards major organs away from the limbs and digestion. But with the increase in these neurotransmitters, there is a decrease in the same neurotransmitters with consistent and frequent Adderall use. And over time, dosing may become less effective, requiring one to take more to achieve the same effects. Adderall is effective in the treatment of ADHD as well as fatigue, of course, because it's an amphetamine. I personally have a legitimate script for Adderall and use it both for ADHD and chronic and persistent tiredness. It's effective. It's just an aid for me to allow me to function on a day-to-day basis. It's actually, it's working. I use it when I film and certainly when I edit. So I'm going to take my usual dose and cut the camera and return when it kicks in, and I'll tell you about it. So right now, my outlook is much more positive. Things seem to be much more manageable and not as daunting. Usually, I start getting organized, making lists of things that I need to accomplish and things that I want to do. I usually have a lot of really good ideas. Another thing is my penmanship becomes much more legible. You can't read my writing before Adderall. I typically, unfortunately, agree to do things or volunteer for things I wouldn't generally volunteer for, which is good and bad. I lose my appetite and I can go for hours without eating or even thinking about food. The most common thing with my Adderall use is that I begin to obsess with cleaning, real detailed cleaning. I'm much more patient and much more detailed. I have the tendency to slow down and take the time to do things right in the first place or the first time. Is it in focus?
Yeah.
Is it locked down? Okay, the negatives. So it's starting to wear off. My Adderall wears off. I notice my thinking becomes cloudy, which really impacts my sense of direction. I can get lost in parking ramps or even driving home from work. I become moody, sometimes angry at the littlest things, just plain irritable. Ultimately, a sense of feeling of depression kicks in. Bad, sometimes really bad. Well, then I start to regret all the things that I agreed to doing when I took my Adderall. Unfortunately, insomnia is always an issue. I can fall asleep, but I always seem to wake up a few hours after taking it. Well, the downside here is the emergency bathroom number 2 break. So in summary, Adderall is a good crutch to use, especially when I need to function when dealing with extreme fatigue, or if I need intense focus, like presentations, sitting through meetings, or long filming and editing project. But with anything, there's always a downside I need to prepare for, which is accompanied by moodiness, headaches, loss of organization, insomnia, bad directions, to name a few. I'd honestly say that ultimately I'm better if I don't take it, but in order to function, I feel I must take it, as the consequences of being ADHD and fatigue can be a strong detriment to productivity at any level. So I'm Chris, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and smash the like button. This is the Adderall wearing off. It sucks. You get really tired, groggy. Okay, and cut. I'm tired. Oh God, I feel like shit. This table's wrinkly.
Wait, yes.
Fuck.
Oh,
You can't see the table, right?
No.
You have the red line, so the focus.
Well, they're actually white and black. But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Love it.
So we got to shoot some B-roll tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we got a whole bunch of other stuff we got to do. Then we got to come up with a script for the next video that we're going to shoot, right? All right. Anything else? Because I'm ready to cut. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm toast.
We're cutting and out eat.
God, this is taking forever. What else is going to go wrong?